Alright, what's up, companions? So here we are, Season 2, Episode 5. I think I saw it's called Damane. And this is definitely answering some of my questions from earlier in the season about were certain storylines going to happen, were certain people going to have certain experiences. It is looking like they are, unless they're switching it up on who goes through the experience, but that wouldn't really make a ton of sense to me. Though, again, so far the changes I've seen, I've been able to understand to some degree or another, or I'm hoping I will understand eventually.
Her?
Do you not like her?
I don't know her.
I'm just gonna start. I've managed to make myself wait multiple days before watching this next episode. I'm gonna make myself wait days between each episode so I can keep up this feeling of suspense. I don't want to binge them and do them all at once. And
are we not saying phrasing anymore? Which, that's fine, whatever, but if we're doing a new thing and nobody told me, that I'd have a problem with.
I just don't feel like that's gonna be as satisfying. So there's gonna be at least, a few days between my episodes, if not most of a week. I can't believe I missed their southern accents watching through the first time. It's very obvious. And they're supposed to have them. American southern accents. So this must be Turak. I'm gonna cut off her fingernails. So what? She's not allowed to come back until her nails grow back? That's a while. Finally, this guy's back. Using the true power.
Good evening, my lady. Do you need help?
Yes.
This is nitpicky, but I don't like that she's wearing black.
Where does this road lead?
She should wear white.
Tom Valon.
It's the exact opposite of the color she's supposed to wear.
What happened to your horse?
Horse. Is there anything slower than
You can certainly do that with the power. Hey, there's Hopper. I'm scratching my dog under my desk as I watch this, so... No, they got Uno in a cage, huh?
They didn't even bury him.
Is Perrin gonna go rescue his body? So Hopper knew that would bother Perrin. Even though Elias is failing to see how other people are still part of Perrin's pack. Hopper understands. Oh, we got people in cages, huh?
The last man who touched her cage had his arm broken and practically ripped off.
And who are you? I already know. I should know who you are. I can tell. You're being introduced like a character.
Some water for you.
What did she do?
Just looking at this guy's face, I want to be like, he's Gawain. But there would be no sense in Gawain being here. So who put these people in cages?
Side of the mountains of mist.
This guy's like so cloaked up. He's like a white cloak or something, right? That's why he's being so careful that we're not seeing his clothes.
Marquis, another round. Stand me.
So this guy's getting like a real intimate look at Perrin. He knows where he's from. He knows his name. Did I just hear questioners?
Actually, I'll see that room now, please.
Yes, of course, tell Bornhold.
Yep. Bornhold! That's Bornhold. Okay. So that's got to be Dame.
Hope you
That's
find your way back home, Two Rivers.
clearly not J from. So Valda's here. Yep, there he is. So what, did she find the woman asleep? Because that's like stuff you could do dreaming. But I don't know how you could do that with the one power in real life. It's black cloaked person rolling through Valon, looking at the tower. Oh, it's Varen.
You're back, Perrin! For how long? Why? Can't a retiree pop in without an ulterior motive? Absolutely
Wait.
not.
That's the girl from Harry Potter who plays Cho Chang.
Knowledge from our great life. Oh yeah, it's from Adelius, with love.
So these are Librarian Brown sisters.
Hand it over.
Okay, so we're back in the ways. Seems like it would have made more sense to not knock them out. Be easier to transport them awake, but, you know, whatever. I guess if I've got the one power, how hard is it to move anybody?
You're shielded and bound.
I love this almost black-red they've got her in.
I'd warn you not to try anything, but...
Oh.
You broke the 3 oaths.
She sure did.
Any more than that.
Yes, she has. Oh, don't tell me they're going to try and make her personable again when we know she's a dark friend now.
Swear the 3 oaths in the first place. The great king threatened to burn the tower unless we bound ourselves.
Arthur Hawkwing?
You weren't recruiting me for the Red Ajah, were you? You were recruiting me for fame. It would make what's to come easier
For the
you.
Black Ajah.
Before I joined the dark. And you're sitting in the dark trying to justify yourself to a woman you kidnapped.
Yeah, fair. These are all fair
Was
points.
the price worth all this?
Usually what dark friends are promised is immortality and, you know, to get to lord over the rest of us when the dark is won. I'm going to just pause momentarily because the prosthetic bald cap is just not selling to me. And I just wish they'd hired actors and actresses who are willing to actually do the shaved head. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just hire somebody who will actually do it. Somebody's sneaking out after dark. I have a feeling we're not going to meet our favorite bird here. If you know, you know.
Her?
But I also have a feeling Perrin's about to save Aviendha. I hope Gaul's in this show. I do love Gaul. But I can see how Aviendha's the more important initial contact. It's almost an axe, guys. Perrin's got almost an axe in his hands. I know you might look at that and say, that is an axe, but it's. I think it's a maul. I'm pretty sure it's a maul. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We should get going.
Her condensor. I kind of always imagined it being a little bit more like camo-ish.
My name is Aviendha of the Nine Valleys Scepter.
Like intentionally patterned. I like the shufa, though.
I told you not to help her.
Ooh, Dane Bornhold with the giant
We just have to
axe.
go our own way.
I'm sorry. I told you not to help her.
Bunch of Whitecloaks want to die.
We don't want a fight. We just want to go our own way.
I'm sorry.
That's a heck of a...
Signal.
It's like an anime axe on Dane Bornhold's shoulder. How many is this? 12? 14? Aviendha's good for at least 10 or 12.
Do you like to dance?
They're just Whitecloaks. She's about to fuck these guys up. Ooh. Alright. Perrin's got a couple. Ooh. Oh! Perrin's hitting dudes with a maul. That's bodies. I mean, he's killing Whitecloaks. I did notice he's using the blunt end of the maul. Woo! That was a good fight scene. Not quite Aiel at the blood snow's good, but good.
Remember?
What are you?
Okay.
Let them go.
So Dane's been bested by Perrin. He knows Perrin's from the Two Rivers. He knows he's got yellow eyes.
We have to hurry.
Golden eyes.
I could hardly believe it when Mother said you were here.
So this is Moraine's nephew. So he's a Damodred. So is this Barthanes?
Look almost exactly the same.
It's somewhat bedraggled.
Barthanes?
Imagine you didn't
The head of House Damodred?
Come on, Mother. To be my aunt's warder.
I guess they're kind of implying that
I'm not a warder.
This is
she's a female head of house.
I'm Barthanes Damodred, and this is my...
with me.
Like I said, Barthanes. This is a very foppish take on Barthanes.
Coursers if you want them. I'll have them brought to the house.
Interesting.
We have a whole stable.
I wonder how much of the character is the same.
From the Queen. And you...
We in Shariam's study? Oh, yes, we are. There's her. I hit people with these instruments.
Heavy-handed punishment centuries after the fact.
Why?
Varen's been back for 10 minutes and she's already digging up shit.
Unaware you'd be visiting.
Okay, who's she got doing her dirty work for her? Ah, Cho Chang. Good choice. She went to a quality school.
Do you think it might look like this? If a weave of compulsion was being used?
We're talking about compulsion.
That would break the three oaths.
Yes, explicitly forbidden.
It would mean that Black Ajah really exists.
We're talking about the Black Ajah.
In the name of every oath that
A lot of exposition in this episode, though.
for the past few days.
Some of it's not been super explicit enough to, like, give you all the details you want. But, I mean, they're just throwing out stuff now. Oh, this must be near Valon. Interesting they've decided to make it, like, tropical. Liandrin and Surath. Friends forever.
What you do to these women is an abomination. Perhaps the Seanchan should learn proper respect for the One Power.
On the contrary, we respect
This is
the
actually
One
very
Power so
Liandrin
much
in the
we
books.
Don't believe that anyone should wield it by accident of birth. Our Suldam trained for years.
But it's more, you know,
to prove
self-interest.
themselves worthy.
Like,
They earn their right.
people with the power deserve it.
Unlike the eye.
Perhaps I will be the one to place the collar around your lovely throat.
Oh, that's straight out of the book.
Master's needs will change.
Like, straight lifted.
I'll remind...
Now, see, the Damane would have felt that, but I guess they've got to give a way for some of them to be loose. Elaine taking the first shot.
told your people never left the West.
Wetlanders call it the Waste. It is the threefold land.
Okay.
Shaping stone to make us.
Now, Aiel exposition. Exposition's the word of the episode.
Once.
I'm searching for the Karaethon, our chief of chiefs.
Obviously, it's not a big deal to me that we've got Aiel with dreads.
Where you go, Wetlander.
But in the books, they all have like a really specific hairstyle they wear.
To?
That's basically described as a mullet.
Gieto is the Aiel.
They aren't too bad for themselves.
We're gonna get us both killed. First, we need to change our clothes.
Our clothes?
Yeah, you gotta blend in, Nynaeve.
The way they were looking for us. They were still.
Oh. Dude made that look easy.
Looks like I'm not the only one.
Varen. Varen's just running around copping right now.
I thought you were in Doreen. Hunting from the village. You can only procure them there and only at this time of year.
Good alibi, huh?
What did you say had brought you back?
A soldier at the inn. He said it was bandits or Whitecloaks, but if the girls were with them, then we must talk to the keeper immediately.
Varen's not buying this shit at all.
Those girls are worth more than gold.
Watching this show is making me realize that maybe my favorite character in the books is Varen. Oh, good look, Varen. I'm kind of mystified by this Moraine storyline, if I'm being honest. I'm just not sure why the major changes. Getting real personal with Shamael. Okay, we're in Tel'aran'rhiod.
I believe the only way to stop all this suffering is to stop the wheel itself. Stop everything.
That is what Shamael believes.
And the other one fears it.
And the boy?
On that was born one. And Perrin will soon be more wolf than man.
Unreliable narrator, guys. Unreliable narrator.
What do you think Rand will do when he sees his friends are all lost?
He will break.
I mean, they really do they do try to do this in the books.
My lord.
Alright, so our first really explicit trip into Tel'aran'rhiod there.
No Westlander has ever set foot on our shores. I left my home so long.
I just wish the Seanchan were doing one accent. Why aren't they just doing one? They're supposed to have...
Seemingly out of nowhere in Surab's court.
It's unfortunate.
And it was you, was it not, who first saw the omen?
They had, like, the first woman do it right. To, like, show they knew what they were doing, and then it was like all the rest of them, they just gave up on it. I don't understand that.
Our empress, in her court of the 9 moons, can see and know the omens for what they are.
The Court of the 9 Moons. They just said it. So who's got them? Because they don't necessarily have allies in Falma. Who are you?
Who are you? Ryman, of the Yellow Ajah.
Oh, okay. I know Rima. I know what happens to Rima. Oh, see, that's like the collars in the book. And now it's not. Oh, we got like a psychic leash. Oh, and now a physical one too. Okay.
And what? You want to make her think she has? You want me to pretend to be in love with a Forsaken?
She wants you to play your 4,000-year-old stalker.
Find out what he
Yeah.
wants.
It's a bold gambit, Moraine.
Maybe she might. It's your choice, Rand. I mean that this time.
Yeah, I mean, your other choice is just to never go to sleep again, right?
If it seems as if she's hurting you.
Something tells me it's going to be really easy to go to sleep, even though he's got a nightmare waiting for him. Like an actual monster from legend is waiting in his dreams. It's like going to sleep knowing that Freddy Krueger's going to be there. Oh, I was wondering where that shot came from. I did watch one of the trailers, and I saw a shot of him on the wheel like that. She's got him literally chained to the wheel.
Finally.
That's a dope outfit she's wearing. Though it should be white. Wow, okay. Right there. Based on the book series, guys. Based on. Whew, okay. So, there was a lot of exposition in that episode. I mean, a lot. That was a deeply expositional episode. We got some exposition on the Seanchan. We got some exposition on the tower, on the Black Ajah, which now I can talk about because you guys know it exists, so it's okay to talk about it. Because, you know, they don't have time for all the exposition in this show, as I've said before. So, if there was one thing that I really wanted to talk about the Black Ajah, and I've decided now is the time, it's that, and it's been demonstrated at this point too. It's been shown clearly, if you're paying attention, that the Black Ajah can lie, right? That's the explicit difference between them and the normal Aes Sedai. So, if you have forsworn your actual normal tower oaths and joined the Dark Friend Black Ajah, you have regained your ability to tell lies, which is incredibly useful when everyone around you assumes that you can't lie, right? So, when you're reading the books, over books and books and books, you're constantly looking at everything the Aes Sedai say and trying to judge whether or not it's true and whether or not... Because also they can tell mistruths if, for example, they think it's true. So if one of the Aes Sedai thinks that something happened, she can say it happened even if she's wrong, right? Because she thinks it happened, if she genuinely believes it. So, you know, there are times when Aes Sedai are wrong, but it's the unreliable narrator angle, where they tell you something, but they can tell you that because they think it's true. So, you're always trying to decide who the secret dark friends amongst the Aes Sedai are as you read the books. And the only surefire way to know if one of them is actually a dark friend is if you catch them in a lie. Alright? Or, you know, they explicitly do something like Liandrin does, where they betray some people or they murder people or something like that. So, yeah, the Black Ajah is they're on the table now. The Seanchan are on the table. We got Whitecloaks. We got Perrin meeting Dane Bornhold. So, you know, again, they've addressed one of the issues from Season 1. People had a problem with the fact... You know, I had a problem with the fact that it was Valda who found Perrin and Egwene and not Gia from Bornhold. And now they've dovetailed in Dane Bornhold. And Dane Bornhold now knows Perrin, knows he's from the Two Rivers, has a problem with Perrin, knows he has yellow eyes. That's, you know, that's the start of another storyline going forward that people were worried hadn't been created correctly in Season 1. So it shows that they did think about these things, or that it's really not that hard to just retcon a way out of not thinking about them if they become an issue in the future. What else? Aviendha fighting all those dudes. Dope. Absolutely on par, too. Just like with the Blood Snow fight, like I said, the Blood Snow soldiers were elite soldiers, and she absolutely worked them. These guys are Whitecloaks, who are like pseudo-professional soldiers. Like, they're kind of not that impressive in the books, basically. So, you know, they can fight, but most of them not that great at it. Yeah, so her working them with Perrin's help makes perfect sense. No Gaul. That's unfortunate. And also, that scenario in the books, at the end of it, we meet, like I said, our favorite bird. If you know, you know. Obviously, she wasn't in this episode, but I'm sure we'll meet her eventually.
The girl who ripped my heart out. The girl whose face will always be etched in my mind.
Huh?
She's really funny.
Well, let's hope so.
No Matt this episode at all. That's a shame. I started to get upset at one point when Ishamael is like, that's, you know, Matt's been mine since birth, and I wanted to be like, that's not. And then it's like, hang on, this is just what Ishamael is saying to someone. He's an unreliable narrator. You can't just believe what he says. Got to check myself on that one. All right, and we've got the Aiel in now. We've got the Seanchan. I wish they were doing a reliable accent for the Seanchan. It's kind of a bait and switch to have the first person do the accent correctly and then just not pursue it at all for everybody else. I'm sure they were just worried about the Karens out there being mad about it, that, you know, we're villainizing a southern accent or something like that. But that's how the man wrote the books, and he was himself a southerner. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, it was nice to get that little taste of it, but now I'm just kind of upset because they didn't pursue it. So they like showed me like, yeah, we know that it's supposed to be like this, but we're not going to deliver it. And that's just unfortunate. I just feel like the accents that they're using for the other characters, they aren't even like particularized accents. It's like, what region are you guys from? None of you sound the same. And I know Seanchan is supposed to be very large and it has multiple regions and all that. But again, the upper level people should all be speaking the same way. And they've gone very alien with their look. Very alien. You know, certain aspects of it are right. The long nails, robes, you know. But certain aspects of it are wrong. For example, the colors. Very specific colors that, like, their soldiers are supposed to wear. They're explained in the books. But anyway, I can get past it. The costumes and stuff look good in general. I just wish they'd incorporated those aspects that are laid out so clearly in the books. And I just don't understand why they didn't do them. Maybe there are aspects to how those colors appear on camera or something that I don't know or I'm unfamiliar with, but, you know, is what it is. We've got Hopper still following Perrin around. Maybe the rest of the pack's back there somewhere. Maybe. But either way, Hopper and Perrin have got a connection. Like Clem here. They're just staring over my shoulder. I don't know. I really want to go watch more now, but I really also want to force myself to push this out. You know, I want to enjoy this for as long as possible. And in order to do that, I feel like I have to make myself wait a few days before I can have the next treat, okay? Give yourself a little time before you have the next treat, Kevin. And on that note, I guess I'm just going to be signing off, guys. I'll see you for the next one. Next time, companions.